Welcome to the ClearPoint Media YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to say a big thank you for your great support to our work in this channel. And that is why we will keep on giving you valid information based on factual and realistic happenings in this country, Kenya. William Ruto is now cornered. And he is really in panic because according to how Ndindi Nyoro spoke about the tear gassing in Kitengela, Nyoro did not miss his words. He did not miss his words. And you can clearly tell that he might be joining the Sifuna camp. And Nyoro is asking the President, William Ruto, to be ready for more because actually the team is going to be bigger.
The trade we are having as Kenya, where we see tear gas being thrown to innocent Kenyans in gatherings that Kenyans have a right to attend. Those people perpetrating the same, you are actually growing a monster that will come back to you pretty soon. And because there seems to be an oversupply of tear gas in our government premises, the government should just tell Kenyans whether they then need to allocate a day where they supply the tear gas to us. But we cannot continue to operate in a situation where people imagine they can manage how Kenyans think and associate using tear gas. That is not going to work. And anyone dreaming that they can take Kenya to that kind of a depth, you are daydreaming, my friends. If you are persuasive, if you are doing the right thing, those people who are in government, you don't need to fear anything. You don't need to fear any meeting. So do not continue with this trade, my friends, because it will come back to you in a very heavy manner.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this podcast and you've not subscribed to this channel, I want to humbly request you to subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell, like our videos and comment to show your support to our work in this channel. And to those who have already subscribed to this channel, we say thank you very much for your continued support to our work in this channel. I don't know how you will say it, but what if tomorrow Nyoro-Millie and Ruth Odinga joins the Babu Sifuna team? How will it be? Politics is about interest. And where you feel your interests are served, that is where you go to. Now, interestingly, Peter Salasya, the Mumias East Member of Parliament, has unleashed his presidential campaign, and he was in Nakuru yesterday. Remember, Salasya is the one who has been doing videos explaining to us how Sifuna is a state project.
Yo, this is the sharp boy, the Salasya, MP Mumias East constituency, and the face of the Kenya, not in one term, not in two term, but for Kenyans, the whistleblower, the person who speaks the truth, and who knows what is happening. Now, many people have been asking me, why did I not going to join the bandwagon of Busia? Busia. I want to tell them this, that all these two factions, they are playing for one person, that is William Ruto. All these two, all these two bandwagons. So what is happening, and this is what Kenyans ought to understand. First of all, let me ask, the ODM did the changes. ODM did the changes and installed Oburu as the party leader, Osote remained as the deputy party leader, among others. And then Sifuna remained as the SG of the party. So what does that tell you? It tells you that these people have got the powers to remove whoever they want because they are in the system. Now, let us start with the issue of Kenya Moja. When the Kenya Moja movement started, there were genuine people like Namisi, Caleb, who really want for the change for the people. But the rest were there. I don't know, I don't want to mention. So Kina Sifuna were giving 1 million, 2 million in those events that they were going. You ask yourself, where was that money getting, where were they getting that money? The source of that money, where was that source of money? Then you see these people going on TV, they have been told, go, Sema Kasongo, Sema Kasongo. But these people, they report to that person, mwenye wanaita Kasongo huyo. So in that bandwagon, in net, imekuja kushika wale watu ambao wako genuine for the Kenyans, like maybe they were thinking kina Peter Salasya can go there, kina Hamisi Kalebu wako huko, Onyonka wako huko, Kibagendi wako huko, watashikiwa huko hiyo net. Lakini hiyo net mimi haiwezi shika mimi, kwa sababu I know that bandwagon itaenda kufinanziwa, so it's being financed by some corner. So itafika mahali wakishazunguka, utaona again, they want to keep Kenyans busy. Itafika mahali alafu wanaweka wanachoma sindano kwa hiyo balloon na wama finance inakatika. Tena wanarudi wanakaa after 3 months, tena regroup together, and again wana confuse wa Kenya. In that team, if you want to know, any successful team, there must be a team leader. Kama yangu yenye natembea Kenya yote mzima, I'm the team leader. So atuambie kwa hiyo timu yao kuna Orengo, kuna Babu, kuna Sifuna, kuna Osodi. Osodi ndio deputy party leader, alikuwa anafuata kwa Raila I think. Alafu Orengo governor. Watuambie kwa hiyo team ni nani team leader. All are equals. You cannot go together as condo. There must be a team leader. You see? So all these people, they are going nowhere. So I want to tell Kenyans that for those who are not satisfied with the leadership ambayo iko sahi, please watch those people in the peripheries. The peripheries. Hiyo ni net ya kuja kwa confuse nyinyi. In the next 3 months it collapse tena. Then they come up with another thing. Mimi naona I'm for the Kenyans and I don't like confusion. It is either you are in or you are outside. That is it. Mambo mingi ya kisungu kuambiwa sijui nini, wachane na hiyo maneno. Watafika mahali wanaambiwa soma, hii ndio resolution ya ODM. Soma, wewe ndio SG. Alafu utaona wanakuja huko kama mimi kama.
Now if Oburu supports William Ruto, that is okay. Then what is wrong if Sifuna supports Uhuru Kenyatta? What is wrong? Because in a democratic nation, you have to do what pleases you, and that is his choice. That is Sifuna's choice. If it is true that he is working for Uhuru Kenyatta, then it is well and good. There is no problem. Let those who feel they can support Ruto, support Ruto. And those who also feel they want to support Kalonzo, let them support Kalonzo. And if Sifuna is working for Uhuru Kenyatta, let him work for him. There is no problem. That is the freedom enjoyed in democracy. You see, it is not bad to support Kalonzo because Kalonzo himself supported Raila Odinga for 15 years. So what can be a problem if someone decide to support Kalonzo? With me, I don't see a problem there. So those lecturing Sifuna as if supporting the other leaders apart from William Ruto is a death sentence, you miss it. And Sifuna is going to inherit Raila constituency. Yes, in ODM, Sifuna is going to inherit Raila's constituency, and that was the plan actually. And he has taken that group. Sifuna has taken that group, running with it at a race of 100 kilometers per second. William Ruto right now cannot afford to see that happening. That one does not give him easy time. If he sees how Sifuna has turned to occupy all Raila constituencies, what I'm wondering is that which camp is Ruto team going to attack? Or which camp is Ruto team going to respond to? Because if you look at, because we now have two teams which are against Ruto team. That is the Rigathi Gachagua team and now the Sifuna team. All these two teams are against William Ruto. Now I'm wondering, who is William Ruto going to attack and who is William Ruto going to leave? They are two and they are all strong. They have followers. So who are you going to attack and who are you going to leave? Because you cannot respond to all of them. And Ruto has realized that the enemy is not Oburu Oginga. The enemy there is not Oburu Oginga. And just like Gaucho was arguing that they didn't see people clothed in ODM shirts or putting on the ODM capes, it was not about putting on ODM shirts, and it is not about where the real ODM is. That is the fact that they must accept. You know what I have realized with these ODM leaders is that all the time they are in denial. They don't want to accept the reality. And not all supporters of ODM or not all supporters of Raila are in ODM. Because even Ruto supported Raila. Is he in ODM? Raila died when he was not in ODM. So you better stop telling us that if Sifuna is not in ODM, then it means he's not supporting Raila Odinga. And by the way, Sifuna is not invoking Raila's name. Raila, the truth is that Raila had died. He's not with us and he will not be with us again. So the only thing that should be kept alive is his legacy. And that is what Edwin Sifuna stands for. And by the way, do you know that Sifuna can attend this rally without calling the name ODM? Do you know that? Sifuna can attend this Linda Mwananchi rally without calling that name. Because the people are not going to that rally because of ODM. The people are just going there to try to prove to you that Sifuna is the spirit of Baba. Thank you.